tell me a little bit about what's going through your mind right now.
What's going through my mind? Prayers. Needing prayers to help for my son because the allegations that's going on about with him doing these things, he's been pressured. He already in juvenile detention right now, you understand? And I'm trying to get it right, you understand? I'm really praying. This is what I'm doing, you understand? So I don't see my son. He not old enough to even stand trial for what's going on, you understand? So I just, it's kind of, it's nerve-wracking. You understand? This been going on for like, I can't even count the times, you understand? I'm trying to find out how he get the advantage to be in Gentilly, how he get the advantage to be in all those areas, you understand? He can't drive. You know what I'm saying? He don't, what type of advantage? What type of people would take advantage of an 11-year-old child and do those type of things towards him? That's what I'm talking about. That's what's going on through my head. Understand? I'm reading comments about it might be the parents. Man, he have good parents. You understand? He have a brother that's 14. He have another brother that's 9, and they all go to Encore Academy. You understand? We have 2 children that's in Encore Academy right now, as we speaking. You understand? And we working with lawyers, defenses, and everybody. You understand? His defense team, because we kind of have a problem. So I'm trying to find out what is the problem. You understand? That I just don't get it. I really like don't understand. Like, I'm trying to see, I'm frustrated. I really don't understand why all this is going on. And that's why I spoke out to the news, because I'm like, he is 11 years old, you understand? He not the child causing all these crimes, you understand? If an 11-year-old child can cause all these crimes, that means he got a lot of people that's around him, making them do it. I'm trying to see if he's been peer pressure, because now I'm hearing things about, oh, he was a flunky, or he was a child flunky. We had him doing all these things. I don't got time for all that. Understand? My son is right now trying to get help right now in juvenile detention. So I'm speaking out on his behalf as his father, that who really care about him, that work hard and make sure you well taken care of. You understand?
Has he been living here during these alleged crimes?
Yeah, he been living here. He been we called the police and put out we go search for him. Like, we'll go search for him. He know where to be found. You understand? He call us off numbers. Like, hello. I have a Facebook page that I usually upload stuff like, man, if you see my child, can you please tell him to come home? We miss him, we love him. We need him to come home, he missing, and he'll make a call.
So he's been known to run away before?
Yeah, he's been known to run away, but he always have a house to go to if you run away. I'm saying, if you run away, I mean...
You were saying he's been getting help in juvenile detention for this particular case. Is that what you're referring to, or for
No,
past?
For the past period, because before this case, he was getting in trouble, you understand? With a little bit of the system that's been going on. So his lawyer and his defense team helping us out, seeing if the doctors helping us out, seeing if he have a problem, seeing if he could be trying to be tried, the same type of trial type stuff. He don't understand. We just come from visiting him in juvie, you understand? He cried, he asked for candy. Like, you can bring me candy? Like, it'll be like, no, I'm sorry, but you know, he like asking, well, what child asks you, can you bring me candy? Snacks, you understand? This is not right, you understand? So on the behalf of everybody talking about what they talking about, you understand? That is not right, this is not what you do, you understand? He crying, we crying. I need him to come home, you understand? So I'm trying to seek if they could help him out. So really, no 11-year-old child can do this much damage, understand? Touching on people's things, breaking on people's things. He don't bring nothing home, wise as in whatever people losing out on. I don't own a gun. His mother don't own a gun. We don't do crimes. I only been in jail, stood in jail 7 days of my life, you understand? So nothing he doing out there is benefiting off to this house, you understand? We not making them do these things. So evidently, it's got to be children are bigger than him, you understand? Making them do these things, you understand? Because he never, when we go catch him, he come home, he won't eat, he hungry. He don't come home with no money. He don't come home with nothing. So I'm like, what you out there for? Why we can't find you? Why we looking for you? To school. I just had him up in here, but last week, let me say like 2 weeks ago before all this, before he got caught in wherever he was caught at. And I'm saying to myself, all right, now he in trouble. But my thing is, I'm kind of happy for that. Not in a bad way, in a good way, because I could rest, you know what I'm saying? Not be able to find him, trying to see where he at, you understand? The school, pulling up here, his teachers and stuff, you know. They're really trying to help him, you understand? So all that in the mix of it, because this is what we go through on the process of looking for him, you understand? And then we have to call the police.
Do you recognize that your son was involved in these crimes, or?
Do I recognize?
Or do you acknowledge that he was?
No.
Or believe he was?
No. No, I can't believe that. But what I could believe is, he's been gone for a little while, you understand? You just put a runaway charge out on him. So I'm not going to give him the, I'm not going to say, oh, I just don't think he could do something like that. When you have people pressuring your mind, there's a lot of things you could do, you understand? But when you're 11 years old, you can't think like that. You can't think like that. You can't move in these areas like that. Like, I just don't get it.
What would be your message to other parents who say, this is an 11-year-old child, his parents should have better tabs on him?
This is my message. To everybody who looking down on the situation, I ask them to grab their kids if their kids is out here doing otherwise things, because it's really hard where you really can't find out where your kid at, you understand? It's hard, you can't sleep, you understand? It's not money-wise, it's not materialistic-wise. I ask people to grab their kids, because we're losing our kids in the system so bad, you understand? Kids are losing their lives. And I'm happy that the police in their own way could grab him and help him before somebody hurt him. You understand? So if anybody love their child, you understand? Don't judge. Just seek out for help. And that's what I'm doing right now, seeking out for help.
As a parent, what goes through your mind knowing that your son is the one who allegedly is involved with all this?
Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? To hear this about my son. I'm just puzzled. Where did I go wrong? By letting them get into the hands of people, of losing my sight, you understand? Like, I mean, physically, like, you know what I'm saying? To know, well, Lord, why I can't go find my child? Where he at? Whose house can I go knock on? You understand? Like, that should screw you up. It screw you up mentally. You understand? So now I'm sitting there, like, really depressed, disgusting, but kind of relief that he is somewhere that I ain't got to, go look for him. You understand that?
And what is going through your mind right now, knowing what's going on with him?
Well, I'm very upset about what's going on with him because he's only 11. And for him to be charged with all these crimes is, like, kind of horrible. Because, like, how you get in this type of situation?
As a parent, what goes through your mind knowing that this is your son who is facing all these charges? How do you balance that?
Well, as a parent, I feel kind of bad because it's like I wasn't strong enough and hard enough on for to be doing what he was supposed to be doing, which was going to school.
Were you under the impression he was going to school?
Well, mornings I get up and I walk them to the bus stop and go here, like, kind of take out and run and behind somewhere.
So he would never get on the bus?
He wouldn't get on the bus. And, like, say, like, if we was to get to come home at night, we can put everyone to bed and we can doze off and go to bed ourselves and we'll just sneak out the house. Like, and we'll wake up the next morning, like, we knew was here, but when we get up, will be gone.
So during the night, you guys thought he was still here,
Yeah,
and you woke up and you realized he was gone.
yeah,
How often did that happen?
often, very so often. Because like he really didn't like the hours of school.
And why do you think he was running away?
Because he wanted to hang out and do what he wanted to do. And like his brother, which is 14, they removed him from the home on some charges too. And was like kind of probably missing his brother. He had nobody to like kind of hang with no more. So he started hanging with the other crowd, but which was not the right crowd.
And how do you think he fell in line with that crowd?
Basically because we had him hanging at our house. Yeah.
And when you see all these parents make comments about your son not knowing him, not knowing the two of you, what is your message to those people who say that you guys need to get a better hold of your child?
Well, my message to people is like you basically don't know like what's really going on, and you never know where a child might come from, because we could give our child the right guidance, teach them everything right, but they still would take out in the lead and just still end up with the wrong crowd anyway. So basically, it's just like I really don't worry about the next person's judgment on my child.
When you think about your son being in juvenile detention, you know he needs some help. As a parent, how do you deal with that, knowing that your son is locked up but in need of help?
Well, at the end of the day, I'd rather him to get help, because like I said, like you going out, you messing with people's stuff that could have been the same one. Somebody could have called and say, oh, your child, he's out here laying on the ground, whatever. So you would rather somebody to grab hold of him before he be in an even worse situation, even though he's already in a pretty tough situation. But before it be worse and somebody been and done him something, you'd rather him to be locked up.
So he's facing a list of charges. What about the two of you from officers? Are they trying to charge you guys with anything?
We're not sure yet. We attend court tomorrow, so we're not sure what they're going to say about the charges for us as us being his parents. But at the end of the day, we try hard with. We try to work with. We like we gave them the opportunity. Like if you come, you can go outside, be inside at 8 o'clock, go outside on the weekend, just make it back home on Sunday to go to school. But like I said, didn't like the school hours. He don't like staying in school at 4 o'clock.
Whenever you got the news that he was arrested, last Wednesday or last week, what went through your mind?
He's just always doing something, like doing what he want to do. But like at the end of the day, as us being parents, as his father said, we should have did a little bit more than what we done with. But me as being a parent, I don't know how to whoop a child, and I wanted to whoop, but it was just kind of hard for me to just say I'm gonna whoop this child, because like I said, he not like my other kids. He more on the emotional side.
Do you think your son fully understands the charges against him?
No, not at all. Because like I said, he ran with older kids. You're not knowing if this child been peer pressured or anything. I asked him, I'm like, you ran peer pressure, somebody making you do something that you want to do, you don't want to do? Like, he don't know. Like,
whenever you were told what he was allegedly involved with, was that a surprise to you that he could be involved in something like that?
yeah, it was quite a surprise, because like, first of all, he have a gun charge. He's only 11 years old. Where can he get a weapon from? How can he even come in touch with a weapon? So yes, that's really surprising.